Hey guys, how's it going today? It's been a minute since I made a video. Kind of feel like I say that every time though, but on today's video, got my friend's bike here. This is his version of a TRX 250R, three-wheeler obviously. Even harder configuration to find than the four-wheeler. Obviously a lot of money. Don't want to ride it if you do find one. So he decided to build one. So I'll kind of go over it a little bit here. I was fortunate enough to have a little hand in this. Pretty cool project, so I guess let's get into it. Excuse my hands are dirty, I've been polishing on the swing arm, but the subframe started as an 86 CR250 frame, just the bare bones. And the engine is out of a 96 CR250. The front forks are off of a 200X, I believe 85 or an 86, along with the plastics. Side note here, that's actually kind of what started this, was the 200X that he had. He was just gonna put a CR250 engine in the 200X, but he got looking and it was gonna be a lot more work and just a lot harder for no reason than to just start with a bike frame. So he did the bike frame and then he added the rear section obviously to mount the plastics. And I was once again fortunate enough to have a hand in welding some of that stuff up for him and helping him out with it a little bit, but he did a hell of a job with it. 200X gas tank, obviously all the plastics like I said. The bars are off of the 96 bike. The very front of the swing arm is off the 96 CR. It bolts up to the engine, between the engine and the frame. A lot better design than the 200X. He originally had the 200X swing arm on here, and that just had those tabs where you adjusted your chain tension with the swing arm. You moved the whole swing arm. So we got rid of that, thank God. This is much better design. And then the rear axle finally is out of a 300X. I think like an 04 or something. It's newer either way, but so that's kind of an overview of the whole bike. It does rip pretty damn good. It's a wheelie monster. Was a wheelie monster with the 200X swing arm. So obviously, this swing arm is not a 200X swing arm. The 200X, it was a foot shorter. Alex came to me, and that's my friend that owns the bike, is Alex. And he wanted to do a custom swing arm. We talked about what we were gonna do, how we were gonna do it, and he wanted to originally just extend the 200X swing arm. And but obviously that wasn't gonna work with this new configuration that he wanted. And so we decided to use the 96 swing arm, because I talked him into doing an aluminum swing arm as well. He was worried about strength and whatnot, and I told him, you know, the bike swing arms are aluminum, they make them every day. They've never had issues with them. So he brought over some rectangle tube, 1.5 by 3.5, and I cut down the rear sections of the 96 swing arm, the CR250 swing arm, cut all that off, got right to the bare bones of that, and then I laid this out. I got my measurements, I got everything, and then used the 300X swing arm. We knew we were gonna clone that carrier housing, so I measured that, and then I just got my angle down to where I was 1/4 inch in on each side of the carrier housing. I think it wound up being 5.5 inches wide or something, maybe 5 3/8, but had to taper this up, had to cut this here and taper it because the rectangle tube stuck down to about here. So I had to close that gap up. In here, you can kind of see a little bit better how I went and did the shock mount. 96 shock as well. But had another friend of mine, Dan, did an incredible job with this rear carrier housing. I got a 5, I think Alex ordered a 5x5 by 6 piece of billet 6061 aluminum, and took it to Dan, took him the chunk of billet and the 300X swing arm and the carrier itself, and said just duplicate it. And man, did he ever knock it out of the park. So he also radiused the swing arm itself to match that up, so that was really nice. Everything was plumb and perfect. Got the chain alignment within an 1/8 inch from the rear sprocket to the front sprocket. It's an 1/8 inch. This is an 1/8 inch to the left. So obviously with a chain this long, it is not going to be an issue. It's not even going to notice. So brand new axle, new caliper, new aluminum rear sprocket, obviously brand new chain. But yeah, I did the shock mount so that Alex would have plenty of room for adjustability, so he could adjust ride height with different tires if he wanted to mess with different tire sizes, and he could maintain the same ride height but adjust the shock angle. So the shock mount, this new mount that I made up, has 2 holes in it, room for another one, which I believe we're probably going to go ahead and do. And then the swing arm itself has 3 holes too. So as you can see there, it's got plenty of room for adjustment. So he's got these 22s on here right now. He's got a set of 25s he might put on, but his main goal, I think he's going to do some sand drags with it. Might take the Silver Lake, just a fun toy, you know. So, but did the swing arm, and then before I welded everything out, everything got polished, just so I could access everything before it got welded. Use a 9-inch or 7-inch DeWalt, sorry, 7-inch DeWalt with Zephyr buffing pads to polish everything just like they would a semi fuel tanks and toolboxes and such, wheels and whatnot. And went ahead and did that because kind of just the icing on the cake, but kind of matches the aluminum radiators and the rims and whatnot, and chrome is always better, right? So, but yeah, pretty neat project overall, and like I said, very fortunate and happy to have a hand in this, and obviously a pretty big portion of it, just like, you know, the swing arm is a pretty crucial part. Pretty cool custom piece. So thank you, Alex, for the opportunity. Looking forward to more of this kind of work. Definitely looking forward to seeing this thing run too. I know Alex is chomping at the bit. He's gonna come get it tomorrow, so I'll if he gets it over here, if I get over there to see it, I'll take a video of it running and see if we can get some cool videos. So all right, appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you next time. Thanks. Bye.